All right, friends, thank you so much for carving out a little bit of time out of your crazy chaotic schedules. Hope the new year is treating you well. My name is Eric. I have the privilege of partnering up with my dear friend Larry Lane. You're also going to hear from our other brother, Brian Rhodes, and we're going to share something with you that has really changed many of our lives. And I was one of the first people to see what you're about to see, although it was radically different and inferior about 10 and a half, 11 months ago. But the idea captivated my heart, my interest, my passion, and I am excited to retire into the movement we're going to share with you. You can see on the screen the name of our company is Transact Card. We have already brought in over 100,000 Americans in the last 8 months alone into this idea. And I am not that good of a salesperson. Just ask my wife. And there's a reason for that. When people see this information, they see a lot of no-brainer value. I think more importantly, they see something positive and uplifting that can potentially change the world and bless many, many lives together. Okay, so we have a little tagline that, or a mission statement, we're a positive social approach to banking, but to me, it's so much more than that, what you're about to see. Now, I did mention we've had over 100,000 people say yes in just kind of our pre-launch initial startup. That's a blessing and that's a curse. Any of you that started businesses know that can really strain resources and strain just a lot of that scalability. But we feel great about where we are 6 months after kind of our official launch, and certainly the next 30, 60, 90 days. So while that number might seem like a lot, we are just getting started. Now is the best time to hear about Transact Card. So what exactly is Transact Card? Well, basically, we're all about creating positive social impact. At the end of the day, we're showing people a way to stretch their dollars further, get more out of the money that they're going to spend anyway, whether it's gas, groceries, utility bills, Netflix subscriptions, date night, movie night, and gym membership, on and on and on. And then we're going to allow them to get that money back in our own internal coupons called a Z-Buck that have a real $1 value within our proprietary financial ecosystem. We will be adding our own community banks, our own MasterCard, bank card, and other ways to participate. Okay, so it's really as simple as that. There is going to be a second half that Larry's going to talk about a financial opportunity unlike anything many of us have ever seen. But the only reason that that's possible is because there's so much value and excitement in what we offer people by joining our community. Okay, so let's kind of break this down. How's this work? Well, you're going to go out and you probably have to buy certain things, right? If you have kids, you have to buy even more things. I alluded to some of those. Let's say you go and get groceries at your local supermarket and you choose to use your Transact card on that purchase. Well, what's going to happen is a 1-to-1 ratio. Whatever that purchase price is, you're going to get that many Z-Bucks. So if it's $70 in groceries because you don't have any kids, then you're going to get 70 Z-Bucks. If you're like me and you have 4 kids, it might be $500. You can get 500 Z-Bucks. You get it and pay all the other bills. You choose to use your Transact card. You're going to get these Z-Bucks. Now, probably the most important question that I know you're going to ask me, because I asked it myself, is what can I do with the Z-Buck? Say, Eric, this can't be gimmicky like other credit card rewards programs or some of the other things I've seen. Well, again, at the end of the day, this acts like a bank debit card. Okay, so there's no APR, no overdraft fees, none of that. But the goal is we want you to accumulate as many Z-Bucks as possible because they have a real $1 value within our financial ecosystem. And right now, it's okay. In the next 30, 60, 90 days with our new Z Club manager or managing partner, Kimber Matarazzo, who has 17 years of experience with Gunther Rinker, by the way, if you heard of that little outfit. We're confident in the next week, that's right, not month, year, the next week, you're going to see lots more items. Well, let's say you see shoes, you see diapers, you see luxury goods, you see consumables, laundry detergent, you're going to see eventually endless amounts of products that you're going to be able to apply Z-Bucks on to bring the retail price down 25, 30, 40% or more just by applying those Z-Bucks. So think about this. In the Midwest, we call it a twofer. You got to go out and buy things, or you need to go out and buy things, want to. Now we're going to give you the money back in the form of Z-Bucks to bring down and discount more items that you want and need. Okay, it just makes sense. Right now, we have over 100 million Americans that are having a hard time paying their bills on time every month. That's a great initial market. But those that are just financially literate, have a high financial IQ, it just makes sense. We want to stretch your money further, but we don't stop there. Right now, what's really exciting is literally thousands and thousands of our members are getting flash sales. Now, with flash sales, your cash isn't good at all. It's first come, first serve. You might see Ray-Ban sunglasses. You might see some of these items. I got those Bose wireless speakers. I had a backpack. My kid took an Under Armour backpack. I had Greg Norman golf shorts. I don't even golf. And it's just first come, first serve. You get a notification in the app. You see it. You click it. You use your Z-Bucks. And you get that item shipped to you, usually $6, $8 or so, depending on the size of the item. All right. So flash sales Z-Bucks are pretty addictive. We didn't stop there. What if we could show you a way to get on a cruise ship or eventually a resort takeover using only Z-Bucks? Well, we had over almost 100 people go on our first cruise takeover, 4 days, 3 nights to the Caribbean. They used all Z-Bucks to get on there. You see a couple of my friends there. We also rolled out a couple months ago our own Z Club travel platform where you can use Z-Bucks to buy down the price of some of your favorite hotels, resorts, condos, cruises. You know, sometimes you save $5, $10, sometimes you save hundreds of bucks, right? So it's just a great additional value add-on. I love traveling. I love creating high peak experiences with the people I care about. So that's been a great, great benefit as part of our ecosystem as well. In fact, we would invite you to get on this Cozumel cruise ship coming up, April 29th to May 4th. You can choose your room. You're literally saving over half off. We've actually had travel agents and travel gurus try to pick this apart, and they're like, how did you do it? Well, we bought in bulk, and we're going to let you use Z-Bucks to buy down whatever cabin you want. If you've never been on a cruise ship, definitely get a balcony. A lot of fun. So that's available to book for the next 8 days using those Z-Bucks. All right, hold on to your wallets. I know this is the gotcha. You knew it was coming. Friends, right now we're running our promotion's coming to an end, kind of our startup kickoff promotion's coming to an end. Anybody that gets a Transact card membership by midnight, January 31st, you're going to pay $25 one time for life. Okay, not 25 per year, not 50 per year. You pay $25 one time for life. And because we're about a year and a half ahead of schedule on our growth and trajectory, while you're waiting to get into our fully baked ecosystem, we're going to give you 500 Z-Bucks per week while you're waiting. You see the word Evermore there. I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. We're excited to launch Evermore here next month, in the next few weeks. And then in the next couple of weeks, our referral program will be going live where a Transact card member can refer their friends, their family, anybody else, and get 500 Z-Bucks as a thank you each and every time. That's right. $25 one time for life gets you everything that I just talked about. And we're going to give you 500 Z-Bucks per week for the next few weeks. And if that wasn't enough, we're going to double your Z-Bucks on every purchase until December of 2024. So those $70 in groceries just turned into 140 Z-Bucks for you. No contracts, no commitments, but whatever. If you don't love it, give it me, Brian, or Larry. We'll give you your $25 back. Now, this is exciting. This is a brand new slide. It's a brand new program that we're going to roll out in the next couple of weeks. It's called Evermore. And we get a lot of people that say, I'm loyal to my airline miles credit card or my hotel credits or whatever benefits or rewards are offered. And that's cool. Okay. We want to respect that. Also, while we're waiting to fully integrate our new banks, our infrastructure, get people their checking accounts, routing numbers, cards, this is a great segue here. And I want you to stay with me. because it allows you to connect any major credit card in your wallet, as well as most debit cards for your bank. So I have two small local community banks here that I have my money in, and I checked. Both of those are on the Evermore platform. You link up those cards. Now you can continue to get your benefits that you're used to, and you're also going to get Z-Bucks on the purchases. We're going to roll out a promotion where it's 1-to-1 when the Transact cards come out. We'll modify that a little bit. And if you join before January 31st, we do call you a legacy Transact card members, and you're going to lock in $2.49 per month for the first year. It's not $4.95. That's what people are going to have to pay after January 31st. You get it for $2.49 per month. That's right. So $25 one time, $2.50. You get all the Z-Bucks loaded in. You can start using your regular credit cards, other debit cards, and take full advantage of it. All right, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Just give it a shot. Step on a little bit of faith here like so many others have done. And if you don't love it within a couple of months, come back, find me. I will give you your $25 back. There's 3 core pillars to this distribution system. I talked about being a Transact card member. I talked about the ability to own, be a Transact card member. I talked about the Evermore program. Now we're going to shift gears. This is for those of you who are open to the idea of making more money above and beyond what you're doing. There's a lot of people out there looking for something legitimate that they can feel comfortable aligning their reputations with. Well, we're going to show you, my friend Larry is going to show us a way to participate in the financial opportunity. And it's time sensitive as well, because if you join by January 31st, we have a huge national influencer, large organizations. And the main reason they're partnering up is because they want to create a positive social impact, right? I mean, they want to make money too, but they want to create a positive social impact. So if you join as a digital branch operator by January 31st, we are going to give you a chance to benefit by all their marketing efforts as well. All right, let me talk about the pricing. Take this off Larry's plate, then I'm going to turn it over to you, and then we're going to hear from Brian Rose, our newest president, which is the top leadership title you can achieve in our movement towards the end. Talked about Transact card member, $25 one time. If you join by January 31st, you do not pay $4.95 per month. If you want to do the Evermore subscription, you don't have to do it. It's completely optional. You would get it for $2.49. You can start earning even more Z-Bucks with the cards that you're already using. And then Larry's going to break down this whole idea of owning your own digital branch. And we just went ahead and let the cat out of the bag. Some people are freaking out. I don't know, this $50 a month marketing tech fee. And some of us are rebutting back. Where can you start a business for $470 and $50 a month? And the service fee we've been talking about, don't worry about that. We're just taking that off the board. So Larry, I've teed it up for you, buddy. Do you want to come on here? Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce the very first person in our movement to achieve the top leadership title before we even officially launched. He is a true servant leader. He embodies all the characteristics with an abundance mindset to just help people reach their goals and dreams. We're fortunate to have him. Larry Lane, are you there, my friend?
Hey, Eric, I'm here. It won't let me turn my camera on, but I'm here. It says host is disabled.
Oh, well, dude, you've obviously got a face for the big screen. So let me figure out what's going on here. Let's go in here. Oh, look at you. You're not even a co-host. Okay. How about now?
There we go.
There he is.
Awesome, Eric. Great
Take it away,
job.
brother.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be here. I know Brian's going to be coming up. I'm so proud of Brian for hitting that presidential rank. But I know what we've got coming up in February. There's a lot of exciting things coming on. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what I saw about 10 months ago. And Eric Allen was actually the one that presented that. So Eric, we'll go ahead to the next slide. So basically, you can come in and own your own digital branch. As Eric just said, it's a one-time $470 plus the $25 to be a TCM. That's going to get you the full banking and marketing platform access. You're also going to receive those 500 Z-Bucks every single week until our Evermore program launches. You're going to get marketing, technology, and training. I will say that every single week, I know we're going to have another amazing training this Saturday. And then Monday night, this past Monday night, we had a corporate call, but we have so many trainings and educational things that people, all of our leaders come in and educate you how to build this business, how to build your community, and how to maximize this revenue plan that I'm getting ready to go over. And then you actually get to participate in transactions. There's also product purchases, Evermore commissions. This is probably in 35 years of doing online marketing and sales. This is one of the biggest revenue plans that I've ever seen. So I saw it about 10 months ago. Nick Sorensen brought it to myself and actually Brian Rhodes and Michael Beal. And we jumped on a Zoom exactly like there's 1,200 people on the Zoom right here tonight. We jumped on and we saw it and we absolutely went for it. So Eric, we'll go ahead to the next slide. Now, when we got started about 10 months ago, we had the power of earning swipes. And we got this beautiful card right here, the Transact card, which all of you will be getting soon. So the Transact card came out and we started actually, I live in Los Angeles, so this is my Bank of America card that I use for everything. I mean, I pay my phone bills, my light bills, my car payments, everything on this Bank of America card. So once we heard about the Transact card, we started being able to load funds. We work with community banks. We get FDIC insured checking accounts. So we were able to load our cards and start paying the same bills that we have to pay anyway. I started getting gas every day. I started paying for my meals every day, paying for my bills, and I started earning those double Z bucks, just like Eric shared with you. You know, I have an identical twin brother, as a lot of you know. I have over 56,000 Z bucks right now, and he has 58,000. So he's actually winning, and that makes you mad when you're a twin that he's beating me. But we earn these Z bucks by swiping these amazing cards, and the Transact cards are coming. We have our Evermore program that's going to be launching in February, followed by the Transact card. So think about every time someone comes into your community, whether they are a TCM or a digital branch, a DBO, every time they swipe this card, they're earning Z bucks, but you're actually earning interchange fees, or you're earning those swipe fees. And that is because we're working with community banks. So the community banks are the smaller banks, the neighborhood banks, not the big banks. You know, they're always trying to put the community banks out of business. So that is the reward. I know when we got our cards back in May, when I got started, I think from May to September, we had about 35,000 people that got this card, and we moved tens of millions of dollars through the cards. So the community banks, the way it works is they actually cut us in on the interchange fees because we created 35,000 new accounts for them. So as your communities grow, as TCMs come in, as DBOs come in, they're swiping the card, they're earning their Z bucks, they're getting their rewards, and you're starting to earn off of those swipes. And we saw it May, June, July, August. We grew so fast, we actually shut down our first banking platform because we outgrew them, but we all got bit by the bug. We all saw that every single month, those transaction fees were growing. I think in May, I only had a couple of hundred people in my community, and I had a couple of hundred swipes. And then it went to a couple of thousand swipes. And then by August, September, it was tens of thousands of swipes. And you got to remember, TCMs, the card holders, they're going to be able to start very, very soon referring other TCMs. And every time, again, those people are swiping anywhere in your community, you're earning those transaction fees. So Eric, we'll go to the next slide. Also, we talk about, you know, compounding, and we talk about how your community start to grow. We're getting ready to bring up, you know, Brian Rhodes, and I know he has absolutely built an incredible community. And what starts to happen is you position up and you start to, you know, become manager, senior manager, vice president. You start to grow other digital branches. I know Liz Perkins is on as well. She has thousands of digital branches all over the country. All of those digital branches are bringing in TCMs and other digital branches. You know, we did a meeting in Orlando, Florida. Liz was sitting in the audience. I think we had 400 people there with Scotty Kufas. And while we were sitting there, myself and Liz and Eric and Scotty, people were swiping these cards in our community, and we were making those transaction fees. So that is the power of compounding and what we've got here. easier. And it's going to be so much easier now because back in August, September, we had about 35,000 members in the community. Now we have over 140,000 members in our community that are getting ready to start spreading the message. And, you know, Evermore, I will say this, when we were building our business and we were bringing in people for the card, the number one thing that people would say to me, some people, well, I want to get my airline miles. I don't want to use that card. Or I want to use my American Express card because I get my points. Well, now we've got the Evermore card coming out. And with the Evermore card, I can actually put this card on the Evermore program. And if I spend that same $4,000 a month on bills that I have to spend anyway for living in Los Angeles, California, I'm going to get 4,000 Z-Bucks. So Eric said it, with the Evermore program, every card becomes a Transact card, and every card they link to the Evermore card, you're going to be earning those Z-Bucks, which is very, very powerful. If you are a TCM or a DBO by January 31st, you are locked in as a legacy TCM or a legacy DBO. You can have the Evermore program for $2.49. That is absolutely powerful. Eric, we'll go ahead to the next slide. So these are some of our promotions. We have our TCM promotion right now, enrollment bonus. That's going to go, it started November 27th till January 31st. So anyone that brings in the $25 TCM, you're going to earn a $2.50 bonus if you directly sign up the TCM. And that is also going to pay 50 cents up 10 levels as well. So that is a promotion that's going to be ending January 31st. Again, the founders promotion, if you were a founder back when I got started in May, I think it went up till about July. Anyone that got in the first 6,000 founders, you're a founder for life. Also, if you actually purchased a ticket and went to our launch event in Las Vegas in November, you are also a founder for life. And you still have a chance to become a founder by January 31st. If you just bring in 3 TCMs, that just means they pay their $25. They don't have to activate anything right now. 3 TCMs that come in by January 31st, and you will also be a founder for life and a legacy member as well. Okay, Eric, we'll go ahead. So we say that we are absolutely going to change the world one swipe at a time. Eric, we'll bring Brian up first. And if I can have a couple of closing words, and I know I'll let you wrap it up because you're the master of that. So I'll go ahead and bring up, Brian Rhodes. Absolutely. He was on the journey with me from the very beginning. And we jumped on the webinar with Eric Allen, Mike Beal, Nick Sorensen, and we were already texting each other, we can run this thing so hard. And here Brian is right behind myself and Eric and Randy as our 4th president in this company. So Brian, if you just want to share with people why you're excited and how you've absolutely crushed this thing.
Hey, what's going on? Thanks, Eric. Thanks, Larry. You hear me okay? Because I got kind of a lag a little bit because I'm too far south.
Buddy.
All right, great. So, same thing. We all got shown it the same day. Mike messages me. I'm over at a get together, and he's like, watch this overview. I'm like, right now? And he's like, yeah. So I have to go in this guy's office. I watched like 7 minutes of it, and I'm like, I'll join with Tom Brady. Let's do it. It's like, I don't know what it is, but it's blue ocean. Tom Brady's leading the way. I was a big Tom Brady fan when he played. So I just like what I saw. I thought, this is so blue ocean. Means like nobody else is doing it. And it can either be amazing or it can, not work out. But when it does work out, that's huge. So, I got to give thanks to Mike, to you, to Turkish Gold, Turkish Delight, Eric for doing the Zooms, Liz, just everybody that does the Zooms, because I got to president. I haven't done an overview. I don't know everything that you're talking about, to be honest with you, if you're watching this. I just plug people into the Zooms. Everybody's like, how did you do it? I called Larry at 4 a.m. till 4 a.m. and was like, I got someone on the phone that is curious about this. I don't want to be the messenger. I just want to connect. And I just did call after call and introduced and plugged into the Zoom, sent replays out. I didn't recreate the wheel. I don't do anything fancy. I just plug people into the Zoom. So it was exciting to me to have such great leadership just from the people wise, like the leaders like yourselves. And then I went to corporate and met Peter and Richard, and I don't remember everybody's name. I remember Barbie. And everybody was just, they had such a big heart. And I was like, all right, I'm in the right spot. You know, I don't care if this takes 3 months or 2 years. We just keep showing this to people. And pretty soon I'm going to be standing out front of grocery stores, just slinging green cards everywhere. So I hit vice president before I even got a card. I didn't even have a card yet. And people are like, well, I'm not starting to share it until I get a card. I was holding up a Green Regions card going, I so excited I got my card. Sorry, I lied a little bit there, but it worked. And people were excited. They got the card before I did. I'm all over the place, currently in another country, going back to our country, United States. And, you know, so the exciting part is, if I couldn't have done it without you, Larry, Mike, Nick Sorensen, Turkish Delight, like I said, and the whole crew plugging people in. You know, everybody's like, how did you do this? What did you post? I go to the Facebook page and take images off of there, rewrite other people's wordings and post it. I mean, you can do that. Everybody can do that. You know, this is not that hard. Just put some effort into it, learn your back office, plug into the community, and you will get rewarded. So I got Air Force One is just showing up outside. I'm gonna have to go. I loved your presentation. I love it. I'm telling everybody to call me Mr. President. So this
Hey,
is too
Brian,
much
thank you,
fun.
buddy.
Thank you guys for having me on, and I'll talk to you later.
Awesome,
Great
bro. We
job.
love you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And Eric, I'll just say, I know we've got some amazing things coming in February. We just had a great leadership council, but one thing I want everybody to do is, especially if you've been on the journey for a while, just remember that the things this company has done for us. Everybody, if you've been in since September, everybody should have 8 to 12,000 Z-Bucks in your account. They've given that to you absolutely free. I know when I was swiping this card, my 56,000 Z-Bucks were not free. I had to spend every dollar to earn my 2. So they've gone above and beyond, but there's a lot of amazing things coming out. This is the biggest thing I know that we're ever going to be a part of, and I've never seen anything or been so excited about it. I've got 78 vice presidents in my team and just so many amazing leaders. Liz Perkins, Scotty, I could name Randy, Nick, all of them, Aaron, Colette. This is the biggest leadership team I've ever seen. We're here helping you guys. We're doing Zooms every single day for you guys to plug people into, and it's so duplicatable. But do not lose the vision. Do not lose the dream. There's a lot of people out there that are just negative that want to drag you down. And don't be a year from now looking back saying, I should have listened to Eric. I should have listened to Larry. They told me to stay focused. I let the voices get in. And, there's a reason there's 1,100 people watching this Zoom tonight. People want their 2024 to be better than their 2023. And that's what Transact Card is. So, Eric, I'll turn it over to you, buddy.
Well, I don't know how I finished that off, but tell you what, it was a privilege to spend some time with you, Larry and Brian. Friends, here's what I would say. You know what? Get in $25 at least. You're pretty much guaranteed, Larry, to what? Get 1,500, 2,000 Z-Bucks while that promotion is extended the next few weeks till Evermore rolls out. So come in, $25, one time for life. If you want to go on Evermore, great. To me, that's a no-brainer, right? I would say to those of you that, this next year is going to pass regardless, right? It seems like every year, a lot of us wake up, January 1st, 2nd, and just say, I want this year to be different. I want more out of life. I want to help more people. I want to give more. I want to make more. I want to serve more. And the challenge is, a lot of people, don't live a life of intention, and they don't seek out opportunities that do that provide for more. And we're giving you that right here. Now, is it going to be easy? No, but being mediocre in life is not easy either. You have a platform here that you can connect with amazing people. I mean, I get there's a time in my life where $500 was a major financial hurdle. But I'll tell you what, just the friendships alone you're going to make by coming in here, working on personal development. And we haven't even scratched the scratch. We got, 110, 140,000 seems like a lot. We're going to put in millions and millions and millions and millions of Americans, eventually tens of millions around the world. And those could be connected to your digital branch community. And every time they get off the Transact Card financial superhighway and decide to participate, whether it's swiping here or getting something of value here, supporting something here, you can benefit financially off all those efforts. So our goal is just give you more enough information to decide whether you want to be a legacy Transact card member or you want to be one of our founding digital branch officers. We're going to love you either way, but we look forward to locking arms with you, blessing a lot of people, and welcome to Transact Card. Get back with the person that invited you, get those questions answered. We look forward to welcoming you in our DBO Facebook community. God bless. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Eric. Bye, Brian. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Brian. Great job.